Welcome to Life, Tech, and Sundry. Tonight we have the usuals and a special guest. And in the list here, from top to down, we have Josue, Mr. J, Richard, aka Richie, and Alan, Big Al. Okay? So everyone, introduce yourselves. Oh, and yours truly, Marcos. Sorry about that.
My name is Mr. J for some reason. I'd like to know that I ordered a number 9. I'm still waiting for it. And I'm still also waiting for that drink. Yeah.
Richard.
Hi, my name is Richie. Thank you for having me. I am also waiting for a number 9. I just want a burger. I don't want the fries.
Okay. How's it going, everyone? My name is Alan. Thank you for having me back on, Marcos.
Hey, good. So, everyone is here. So, just, to break in the news, I feel like, to start things off, I feel like we should talk about some news. Number one.
Wait, I got some news.
Okay, let's see.
We gotta pay some respects to Kiss Anime.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a fact. Yes, sir.
What is it? 5-second silence? Yes.
Please pour some liquor out.
For the fallen one.
And also Kiss Manga too, because that left too.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, all right, 5 seconds are over.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Another thing. The Surface Duo was announced.
Yes, it was.
Was it announced or was it released?
No, it was announced and released, I think,
With the-
same day.
Yeah, with the price and everything of $13.99.
Wow. A lot of
Yeah.
money.
But it's a Windows and Android again. Wait, was the last one in 2011 or 12?
We're
That's
talking
when they
about the
had their phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that on Android or exclusive Windows?
It was exclusively Windows.
Now they did the smart thing and went with Android.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how sales go for this third quarter.
Ooh, what do you think, Richard?
I think that I really want to buy a Surface. I've been wanting to buy one for a while. A few years now, but I've always been too poor. But now, since Rona time has effectively stopped me from spending money, I have a little extra money. So maybe I will take a look at this new Surface. And if not the new one, maybe I'll go for that other one that you guys were talking about just now. You know how much that one is?
The
Surface Duo or the
Yeah.
Surface Duo is
one that came out.
1400.
Yeah, $13.99,
not the
but
most recent one, but the one prior to this one.
Oh, you talking about the Surface Pros?
Yeah.
The 6? I think that's around. They could get up there, but I don't know exactly the price. I have the Pro 7. Mine was on a deal. Mine was like around under $1,000, like 900 and something. I think it was.
with tax or without tax?
That's with tax, yeah. But like I said, I got it during Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I should probably wait till then too.
Likewise. Me
One of the things
too.
that I've wanted for a while now. Well, why I wanted a tablet is because one of my friends is rocking one of the early Surfaces. I think the Surface 4. So it's pretty old now. But he uses it as his drawing tablet, and it just seems really it'd be a really useful tool. Like I have a tablet for drawing, but it's one of the old ones that you connect to your computer. It's not like a say an iPad or Surface. It's not that type of tablet.
Al,
For
which
me-
one do you have again?
Yeah, which one was it? Yeah, you were.
The one I have is the Surface. I do believe it's one of the older versions. I just don't remember the number of it. But I mean, for what it's worth, the Surface treated me or has treated me very well. Um, I think one of the downsides to the older models is that I guess the connectivity or I guess the use for it is it doesn't have any of the Android perks like the new iteration has or that just came out. But I mean everything else that you might want, like all the Office apps and applications, would probably be great if you are in school or if you are one of the people that go into the actual I guess drawing aspect of the Surface, the ecosystem, I guess you can say. But other than that, I mean, it's treated me very well. I mean, you're not going to get any like 4K resolution on your tablet, but for what it's worth, I think it's a pretty safe buy, solid buy. I mean, if I were to upgrade to anything else, I think I mentioned this to Marcos before, it would probably be the Samsung Book Flex. If I were to upgrade from this one,
it's a pure Windows, right? And with no Android OS.
I guess I guess you can say it's like a nice blend of both. You get the hardware from Samsung, but you also get the connectivity for Windows and Windows products.
Is that a full-fledged It's a laptop, by the way. Is that a full-fledged PC, or is it does it run an ARM system?
I'm not quite sure the system it runs, but I know it is a laptop. You can't unhinge the screen from the actual tablet or the keyboard, but the screen is obviously 1080p. It gets really bright. I don't know how many nits it goes. I forgot the number, but it gets really bright.
It was up in the 300s, easily up in the 300s.
The speakers are pretty sus. I mean, they're not going to get any louder than than your phone. But I mean, I think for the price, I think it might be a little too expensive unless you have actual a crazy discount or a trade-in of some sort. But I think if you're really gonna spend money on something, and this is the way I'm looking at it right now, if I were to spend $1,000 plus on an item right now, whether it be a laptop or a phone or even the new Office product that came out, I think I would probably go for a Samsung phone, like the new 5G Note, just because it does have DeX integrated with it, and perhaps for, I guess, the people that aren't crazy into design or drawing or doing, heavy bodied or heavy duty hard body editing or
3D rendering,
right, of that sort. You're not going to need, or you might just need a better laptop. But if you're going to do like basic Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and things of
emails,
that nature, emails, you might just want to invest in that one phone and use a DeX on a bigger screen and call it a year. That way you actually save some money.
So what I'm understanding is that you being portable is one of the main features, like for everything. Your one all-in-one should be your phone right now with DeX. Like you're in Team DeX if we were to put it in simple words.
I'm pretty sure there's kinks in the system, but I mean, you're going into this spending $1,000+ on a unit that you're not thinking of upgrading anytime soon, or at least you're not trying to. Going back to what Richard is saying, a lot of people are stuck in that situation where maybe you were smart and you didn't spend money while you were receiving checks from the government, or you were just not spending money at all because you weren't allowed or you didn't feel safe going out. And to his point, maybe you have a nice little lump sum of money that's burning a hole in your pocket, and you're trying to feel out the, I guess the ecosystem of which one it might be the best place to, put your or invest your money in. And you could go down the PC path. You can build your own PC at this point, or you can buy one. You can buy a laptop. You might want to go the OS with a MacBook Air, or you want to get a Windows device, or you have this fourth option where you can actually buy a phone that has that all-in-one that might not be perfect, might not have all the bells and whistles as far as a computer goes, but it does serve a purpose for like that basic bare bones minimum type of things that you might need for, say, you're going to school and maybe you're going to college for the first year, or you're going for your associate's degree, and you might not need, a MacBook Air, or you might not need that, the new Lenovo or Asus or Dell, but you still need a computer that you can take here and there and use whenever you need. But you don't want to, or you don't have the money, or you do have the money, but you're trying to be careful with your money. I mean, you can weigh out the situation any way you want, but I mean, I guess everybody's in a different place. But as for me, since I'm not in that world where I'm not going to go to school anytime soon, I'm done with that part of my life. I much rather look at it that way, where it's like, what am I going to spend my money on, and how is that going to facilitate or help me in any way, shape, or form, where I don't have to have like 5 items or 5 computers running all the programs to do something. But I mean, me personally, I think the phone might be a better option than me going out of my way to upgrading to that Samsung Galaxy Book Flex, which I really like, or that Microsoft product that just came out, which I really, really liked. And I did see the what's it called, the video when they presented it to the world, I guess.
The Duo or the Flex?
Yeah, the Duo.
Oh, okay.
The Duo. When I saw the Duo for the first time, I was like, that's crazy. They made a book with 2 screens. And it just looks so clean. It really does look really, really compelling for a buy. But again, 1,300 plus. Yeah, you have both. I guess you can say the best of both worlds, where you have hardware that looks really clean, and you have the software which is running on Android, and you can even use that as a phone. But I think my rule of thumb is that, like many other companies, when it's the first iteration of that product, I would rather wait for that second iteration or the third, just so they can work out the kinks that, just take an example as like the Samsung Fold. The first one.
Damn it. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was, that's the bleeding edge of technology for them. But look at the hiccups they had. Screens cracking, breaking,
Don't peel off that screen protector. I remember
Right.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there, but that one is definitely a little too early.
Right.
It was a good idea, though. It was a good idea.
Conceptually, it's great, and they're pushing the boundary. Like I said, bleeding edge of technology. That's what you want. That's what you want all these companies to do. You want them to compete so they can give us better products. But we have to make that conscious decision of saying, okay, that's great and all, but I'll probably have to wait maybe 2 or 3 generations for it to get to that point where, if I'm going to spend 1,000 plus on that, 2 stacks, I want my phone to be able to withstand a light fall, or if I put it in my pocket, take it out, I don't want the lint in my pocket to destroy the screen. those are the type of things that you have to be conscious of.
Or
when
my
you're
charging port.
Right. You don't want your phone to be in your backpack and all of a sudden your backpack, bursts into flames because it overheated. So, I mean, those are just the things that I guess I try to use as a rule of thumb for myself. And, I'm glad that on the podcast we can share those type of things for the listeners. But I don't know, what do you guys think of the new products that have been coming out for the last 2 quarters?
Well, I just want to say that I agree. At the end of the day, I agree because it's a competition and the customer speaks with their wallet, more or less. No, yeah, that's what they do. They speak with their wallets and
vote with your dollars.
Yeah, and the company, voting, more or less, yeah. But the companies also pay attention to what else should we do something new. I don't know if I shared this video with you, Al, and Josue before, but there was from Mr. Who's the Boss that gave a commentary since how phones have changed since 2007 when the first iPhone came around, that there's a price to pay regarding to innovative technologies or concepts, and then competition might do it better or have a different spin on the same technology and give better properties, but there's just no market that votes for it, more or less, with their dollars. The iPhone, I mean, Richard and I, we went to high school together back in those days. And do you remember what was the big thing before iPhones, Richard?
I think it was Blackberries and Razors.
And sidekicks.
Oh, right. Sidekicks. Sidekicks were a big thing, too.
I remember in freshman year in health class, I remember seeing a girl across the table, and across the tables or the desks, and she was with her sidekick answering instant messages. Is instant messaging still around?
Yeah, that's that's they've
from MSN
direct message.
Yeah. And I remember her flipping it down and all those things and going back to class. Back in those days, there wasn't that much of in 2007, I felt like there wasn't that much of a rule of put away your phone. There
definitely was.
There was. Well, I didn't have a phone.
Noticed it.
Yeah, because I didn't have a phone. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Yo, guys, so this is going to date me a little bit. And for whoever remembers these days, please, give a like to the video or to the actual podcast. My fault. So back when I was in high school, I was actually in the era when smartphones actually started. So my very first, it wasn't even a smartphone. My first dumb phone was a Nextel.
The flip phone?
Yeah, flip phone. When you had like the i95s, the i90s, these flip phones that had the bleep feature on it.
The walkie-talkie, yeah.
Right, the little chirp. So more than anything,
those phones were so cool.
Yeah,
they
were commercials.
Dude, they were great. Yeah, they were great for the time. They were great, but again, you just see the exponential leap and jump that we made technology-wise from, the early 2000s into, the mid 2000s, where people were, just investing so much in decking out their phones. You had the see-through clear cases for their Nextels with little lights, bells, and whistles. When ringtones were just, I guess, 16-bit type of noises that would come out your phone, and you thought you were the coolest person in the world. And
Crazy Frog, you were the
right. And Snake was the biggest thing since
with
sliced
Nokia,
bread.
right?
Yeah,
with the Nokia phones.
So I mean, just the leaps that been made with technology. I mean, texting, before texting was even popular, it was bleeping a person that was in the next class, or like, hey, yo, do you have the car with you? Like, pick me up, scoop me up, we're out. And then just going through that gradual phase of like, all right, then you go to that Sidekick, then you go through the BlackBerry, and then you eventually get to that semi-smartphone where you start seeing Apple get into the game and really kicking down the door.
I feel like technically all those features, the walkie-talkie was a smart feature, so I feel like that classifies it as a smartphone.
Well, you have to understand the Nextel came about because it was more of an industrial type of feature. It was meant for people that were working outside in construction or landscaping or in some sort of outdoor capacity where you worked and you needed to get in touch with a person as quickly as possible. But texting wasn't really a thing, and maybe calling that person's phone wasn't really an option that you wanted to use. It might have been to a certain extent gimmicky, but for the use you gave it, I guess people thought about it this way. I'm going to be charged, and mind you, again, this is dating me. Your plan from your carrier would charge you an enormous amount of money for the minutes that you used on your phone. So a way to mitigate that price. Yeah, go ahead, Richard. Sorry
about that. I remember having to wait until 9 o'clock to call my friends on my little, Razor flip phone.
Right.
For limited minutes.
Right, and you had to put people on your favorite 5 or something at some point to try to get it even lower.
And if you had more than 50 text messages in a month, it would be like hundreds of dollars. Yeah.
Toast. Yeah.
So the walkie-talkie was an effective feature.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you can say even though it was kind of gimmicky to a certain extent, it did help mitigate and subsidize the price on your bill because they weren't charging you the same price or at all for the actual chirps that you were messaging out compared to the actual minutes you were using. And let alone a person that say that you were a contractor, as an example, and you lived in New York and you had some sort of business going on over across the border in Mexico, and you going to a bodega or a store and getting a actual phone card to try to make a phone call through your cell phone. I mean, you're looking at a hefty price at the end of the month. So it was just a lot more practical, a lot easier to bleep that person through your walkie-talkie and get a person internationally and get to speak to that person and make decisions and make moves in order for you to actually get stuff done, which was the appealing part of the actual phone. I remember plenty of times when my parents would chirp a family member over there in Mexico, and they would get it done, or they would actually be able to call and talk to somebody that way in a easier, more cost-effective way, without going and getting this $5, $10 phone call cards from the bodega. So it was great for what it was at that time.
And those cards had an established market because on TV there were commercial ads for those things.
It to a certain extent, it was a big industry. And I mean, like anything else, once technology starts catching up and making those, I guess you can say, improvements on life, it helped with getting your message across, if it was across the street or across the world, without you wasting as much money. I mean, quality of life just went up, and you have to, take the old out to make room for the new stuff. And that industry, I don't think it is as strong as it used to be. I mean, I think there's people that still use that, but nothing like they used to use it before. And now with the whole situation going on with the pandemic, it's like, pick your flavor. You want to use Line, you want to use
WhatsApp.
You want to use the Facebook app,
WeChat.
I mean, you take your pick of flavor. You want to text somebody. You want to what's the Apple equivalent?
iMessenger.
iMessenger.
Yeah,
I was
the
going to say Instant Messenger.
Yeah, iMessenger. I mean, take your pick, and a lot of the times you can even do it over Wi-Fi. So the cost of it is even cheaper.
the Wi-Fi thing is what made WhatsApp really big international.
Right. I think as far and WhatsApp is owned by Facebook, so uh it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can even start calling through your social media. I mean, I think on Instagram you can text people across the world. So I mean, it really goes to show how everything like that quality of life, upgrades just get better and better, and that competition between companies and industries just really give you that better quality of life things. I mean, to a certain extent, we start seeing first world problems like, oh my goodness, all my friends are on WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp. I use Line. Or all my friends you have Apple products or Apple or an iPhone, and
The
I
blue
only
bubble,
have
green bubble thing.
right the
Yeah.
thing we were talking about last time. So I mean, it gets very first world problemy, but I think when we get to that point where we take it for what it is, like, yeah, we get to talk to people when we want, where we want, and for a very low price. I think that's an overall, great thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, sorry for rambling on so long, guys. But
No
I
worries.
thought it
It's
was
good. It's good.
I thought it was really interesting to see how long we've come along, and the I guess the choices we can make now with all the options that we have offered to us by these companies. And Richard, I think if you're gonna go for that Surface, I think you're making a solid buy. I mean, you get to use a product that you can use Windows on, and as far as I know, that's one of the only two out there in the game. So that would probably be the best course of action. Oh, by the way, Marcos, I think my mic is a little too high. I don't know.
No, I mean, you're not peaking. You're perfect. I'll lower you
I'm
if
good?
anything.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm honoring everyone. Well,
Thank you.
bam.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so and question this now this will go back with supply, not supply and demand, creating a demand and satisfying with the supply. The example with the commercial with the Surface Duo. Is the Surface Duo a what's the name, an ARM system or a pure Snapdragon? Does it have a Snapdragon inside?
That's a great question. Let me open up a window and check that for you.
Okay, and we'll be right back now.
This is
I'll put
where we
right
can
after
slide.
these messages.
Yeah.
Right. We're sponsored today by.
Oh no. Yeah. No. We're sponsored by and I
Topo
just
Chico. Get your drink on.
I put a cut of ourselves and just continue.
Very good, sir.
What else?
Oh yeah, so I mean, while I get pulling that information up, so yeah, pretty sad news about Kiss Anime. I guess getting deleted, but I mean, that's a small drop in the bucket when it comes to like pirated anime.
There
I mean,
was a
there's
demand.
I mean, yeah, but there's so many other website out there that do the same service.
Not to mention, maybe a lot of people will like start learning how to torrent now. A lot of younger folks.
Right. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, like I pay for anime, but if I really need to like watch something that the catalog that Crunchyroll has or Hulu has doesn't provide, I'm willing to go and hit the Google search and look for that specific anime that I want to watch.
Me too.
Are there
I
any
agree with that.
are there any
Like-
substitutes for Kiss Anime besides Crunchyroll and Funimation?
Yeah, my brother sent me one, and I'll share that with you guys right now. It's called what the hell is it? I think it's called. Wait, give me a sec. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, Anime DAO. DAO. Anime DAO. DAO.
.net or .com?
.com.
Nice. But yeah, no,
So-
I mean,
So again,
it satisfied a need. People wanted it, and you saw
Right.
the ads, all those ads that they put that were shady.
yeah, those those shady ads that will mess up your computer in one fell swoop.
You know,
It's like,
you know
yeah,
what?
no,
You would click on something. You know what would happen? You know what would happen?
what would happen?
Hold up.
What would happen, Marcus?
You'll hear. Soundboard, don't fail me now. Damn it. It didn't go through. No.
Oh man, let me try to get my soundboard up then.
Yeah.
There you go. That would happen. And then what you would say because you clicked on those ads by accident?
Very
You
cool.
of course as a youngling would be. Nice. But no. It was a trap. Everyone thinks that we are what's
I will be the one to decide.
but no, we are not. It's a trap.
Oh man.
And after clicking if you don't click and you still are entertained by the ads, what do you have to do after that?
Lávate las manos. Lávate las manos. Lávate las manos.
You know you would have to wash your hands.
Oh, that's a fact.
But
Oh
yeah,
man.
rip in peace, Kiss Anime.
It's like that picture of Ash where he's like shirtless watching something, I think with Mr. Mime next to him.
What?
Oh,
The caption
dang.
is, when the plot's so good, you stop jerking it halfway.
Yeah. What was it? Josue said like we were talking about the. Okay, now I feel like we're jumping into anime, and I feel like this slides in nicely into it. So this is gonna be the anime segment. That what was it? We were talking about the ages. Like why do they put the characters like that in anime? Female characters, besides JoJo, because I feel like JoJo, the guys, they're how they're portrayed. But in every other anime, let's say My Hero Academia, Uraraka, or Yayurozu. And then Midnight, you already know she was a freak. What did you say?
Wait, what?
What did Josue? What did you say that Midnight needed? Josue, are you alive?
Oh, real quick, Marcos.
Yeah.
So, the processor for the Surface Duo is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855.
So it's up. Yeah. So it's not an ARM or anything. It's
No.
heavy on Android.
Yeah, it completely depends on that Android. And it uses a Snapdragon, so it just works a lot better for the Android ecosystem or system in general. That's why you can use it. It's optimized for a dual screen experience.
Yeah,
So,
I thought it was like so that's a skin or a Windows skin, right? Or launcher.
yeah, for the most part.
Nice.
Yeah, so it uses a Duo UI core for the features and stuff like that. But yeah, you want to start talking about what's it called, about anime, or you want to start going into news?
I mean, I felt like that was the tech news. Like, there's gonna be a supply. Like, Windows always has it down for marketing its product. And
I mean,
Before we transition,
yeah.
I just want to point out that looking at the Duo now, it kind of looks like the prototype original Nintendo DS
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
with like the black bars on the top and bottom.
Right. I think the dimensions are pretty similar to them too.
And
it does look a little small, doesn't it?
it's a 5.6.
Yeah.
Each screen is a 5.6 inch screen, which isn't big, but it's 2, so
It's two, yeah.
Right. I mean, with that ginormous line down the middle.
Do they have foreheads, or are they going to be like very small bezels?
I guess the bezels are pretty slim, but on the side. But as far as the top and the bottom, they're pretty big. It looks like two iPhones, like SEs stuck together.
Get ready for the memes.
It kind of does.
I mean, with no Touch ID. So I mean, take it for what it is. It's a new product. Be happy. Stop complaining.
Nah, the memes.
I wasn't complaining. I just found it amusing.
No, not you, Richard. I'm just thinking about the people that are going to start writing angry comments in the comment section.
Nah, I mean, it's going to fit. People are going to want it or not. Whoever wants it will buy it.
Yeah, no, again, had I had 13,000 or 1,300 bones, I mean, yeah, I would probably put down some money to start using it. But I don't.
You're preaching to the over here as well.
Right?
Yeah.
Again, before we even move on to the anime section, I also wanted to get this out. We'll start seeing at the end of the third quarter, once we start going into like the end part of the year, definitely start seeing in September, I think, the announcement of the new iPhone, if not later, depending on how Apple feels of with the current situation. They're trying to be, I guess, pretty careful with showcasing a new product or a new phone or anything of that nature when people are kind of asked out with no job and very little income or resources to try to buy their product. I think that's why a lot of people, and we saw it this last quarter with the iPhone SE, the second edition or the 2020 edition, the sales were great for them. People wanted to,
price.
Yeah, they wanted to upgrade their iPhone, but they didn't want to spend over $1,000. So 500 was a sweet spot for them, I guess. I know I bought one, and just to get my foot into that ecosystem. And
how much was it?
It was $499. It was like $500.
Nice. And were there like options like a 128 gig or 16?
Right. I got
32?
I got the bare bones model. I think it was like 64 or something gig memory, and I got the black color because I thought it looked really clean. And when I purchased it, I had the option of getting a year's worth of Apple TV Plus for free.
Yeah.
So I'm back.
That was great.
No, I mean.
Oh, hey, Josue.
Yeah, no.
Welcome back, buddy.
Welcome back.
Hey, back. I'm dead.
What did I miss?
We're talking about the Windows Duo and what kind of ecosystem or who is it going to be for, comparing it with the iPhone 2, it being 2 iPhone SEs or what?
And the potential of the new iPhone being unveiled in September.
Right. And
really just a full.
I mean, again, we'll see towards the end of this quarter.
Wait, you talk about it's run by a Qualcomm processor, right? The Duo?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's basically an ARM architecture.
I was asking that literally.
Yeah, it's an ARM architecture though. They're not running something crazy on it. They're just running typically what you have on a phone.
Yeah, which is Alan was confirming that.
Okay.
Well, I might have said something totally, half-assed and like uneloquent, but thank you, Mr. Josue. I must have butchered the explanation, but thank you for coming and swooping in and helping me out. But I mean, yeah, the Surface Duo, again, first iteration. There's going to be bugs like anything that's the first of its kind. We'll see how sales go and if they're.
Did you compare it with the Fold?
Yes.
Yes.
We were talking. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? Come on. Yeah.
On mine?
Yeah.
I mean, like, to be honest, I think foldable phones need more time for it.
The time is not now.
I don't think. Yeah, I really don't think folds are really. I feel like the foldable designs are really gimmicky. There's a lot of problems with it still. They still have problems where after consistently you folding it, it can start breaking. I don't know if you remember the new Motorola Razr one. A lot of people have been having problems with, folding it back and forth, that eventually the glass can start breaking, especially since it's not really a glass. It's like a plastic type of thing, like feel, but it's still
the hinge itself.
Yeah, it's still supposed to be like a glass type of thing. So, I mean, like with the Surface, I mean, I really don't see any difference. I don't know if they explain how they designed the glass of the Surface too well.
Not yet.
But to be honest, I feel like you should wait for it to be a little bit better. And I feel like you should wait more than just the first iteration.
And Alan said it his own way, but yeah, I feel like both of them.
Like if anything, I would probably wait like 3 or 4 because it's not up there yet. I feel like they're bringing it out because it's something new, something fresh. We're kind of used with the single handheld unit,
the slate, yeah.
And they're like, we need something to spice up the market. And they're like, what do we do? I mean, we got this foldable thing. It's not exactly perfect, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
So,
and it has top spec hardware. So, but it's not gonna matter if it breaks on you.
I feel like that's just so that because it's one of the major reasons why it's a high price point is because it's a brand new thing. Nobody has done this before. There's no set margin on this, and unfortunately, it's now the time where they can just up the price as much as they want.
Oh, so, pricing!
Because I feel like the 1400, is it really worth it? It's like you're basically getting the hardware of one phone and then 2 screens. So, I would feel like you have to be a little bit careful on that. On these type of devices, because they're still working out the kinks, and it's not to the point where I feel like it's usable. And for them it's usable.
As a seller.
As a seller, like, okay, it's good enough. You can sell it.
And you already know they have teams testing that, but it's nothing compared to the real world scenarios.
They do, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, they don't have a good model of what's gonna happen with time. Since nobody really knows. Like what happens after like I don't know, if you drop it 500 times and then something starts to break, something starts to crack.
I remember that example with the Nextel flip phones. Are there still models around? Like I feel like there's technology there
for Nextel.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the old walkie-talkie ones?
Yeah, we were.
They're still technically out there, but nobody really uses them because they've been outdated for a while.
But there's still services for them. There's still coverage.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like they're not really hard to keep it up and running because they're very simple systems. There's not like the complex system of the internet where you can't exactly just boot it up and like that. These Nextel work on frequencies that are specifically for them.
And most likely, they're not going to be opening and closing, checking their emails, checking the text messages, right?
It's like running a radio station. You can have it on one channel, and you'd be good for a long time. Yeah. It just all that matters is that you stay in your area. But now, if you want to contact or you want to reach people outside of your area, you will have to, do online resources.
And the Nextel isn't your one device for everything. The wear and tear. Yeah,
unfortunately, the company, even Nextel, they haven't picked up the pace, so they're not a company they were back then. Back then they were huge. Now they're like.
So was BlackBerry up there with them.
Yeah, so was Black, but they really didn't adapt. They want to keep their same, the same product they've been using. They want to keep on going, but unfortunately, people opt out for the bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
they opt out for the iPhone.
And even we were saying, right, Richard? I don't know if you mentioned this girl named Angela.
He's like, oh no, Angela.
Angela. I remember her doing her reports on the BlackBerry phone, and she's like, "Oh my God, this has Windows. I have Microsoft Word." And you see her walking around the hallway.
I mean,
Like-
for me, I guess I was in the sweet spot. I was in. Still, people had Razr mode phones and sidekicks, but I was
We
up
were
to
there,
the
too.
point. But I was up to the point where smartphones became a thing, and then became the thing.
Yeah,
up
no,
until now.
back in high school for us,
Because I literally saw the transition between sidekicks, the Blackberries, Razr, then sidekicks and Blackberries, and then finally the iPhone and Android.
I was in the thick of it Richard and I were in the thick of it of sidekicks and
Oh, I never owned a Sidekick. I owned a BlackBerry.
He's like,
See,
I was
yeah. Yeah,
And
no,
I-
I saw you guys. I saw everyone like having.
No,
their-
yeah, by middle school, like the beginning of middle school,
What year
iPhones
was
came
that?
out at 2010.
For us, it's 2007. I was seeing people with
By-
iPhones
By
without
my
the App
time,
Store.
I think iPhone was really getting up there, and people were opting for the iPhone.
No,
More and more
were
people
thinking
had
it
iPhone.
as a gimmick. The iPhone
Yeah,
back in
and
those
then
days.
around, I think my last year of middle school was when Android came out as well, and then people started getting Android as well. I think I didn't get my first Android till high school.
You showed
My
it to me,
first-
wasn't it the 5X?
No, it wasn't the 5X. It was something else.
My first like smartphone with complete touchscreen was the Galaxy S2,
Yee.
No.
and that was, I think I got that in like 2013 maybe. I got
Mine
it late.
was like 2013 as well. 2013. Yeah, the 11, the iPhone 5 when it came out.
No, yeah, mine was a cheap Android from Boost Mobile.
Yeah, I got mine from Boost Mobile as well.
And then I switched
Same.
out to the Nexus, and then now
You
with
didn't
the
look
Samsung.
back.
Yeah, I didn't look back. Haven't looked back. Oh no, sorry, it was the
iPhone 5S.
no. Yeah, it was no, but it was first the Android, and then it was the iPhone, and then another Android, and then the Nexus 5X, and then now the Samsung.
You've stayed with Android.
Yeah,
You've seen it grow.
yeah. I've seen the growth of Android and the decline of iPhone.
It's just making itself solid because I feel like iPhone for a lot of people in the US, I want to say it's like the Gucci or the Supreme.
It's
In,
more
like-
Supreme than Gucci because Gucci's very expensive.
Yeah, it's like the brand Supreme. It has a recognition of being good, but
Yeah.
people who want more control over their phone and don't care don't care like I don't say that they don't care, but there's a budget and all those things. Android is
No. They don't care. Let's be honest. They don't care. Like all the bells and whistles of having iOS is great, but in reality, they're just bells and whistles. They're
you're paying
not
for
really
it.
important. Yeah. And it's like you can plus most of the features you have on iPhone are already on Android.
What was the thing that most recently came out for Android? The file
widget?
sharing, the file
Oh.
sharing thing.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? AirDrop for Android,
No, we've technically already had it for a while.
but it's just a name.
It's just AirDrop now for iPhone. Is
for
more.
Android.
No, we already had something like that, but nobody really used it.
We had the NFC
Yeah.
for a
Yes, but it just didn't have a
NFC.
solid name like AirDrop.
Yeah,
No,
but
I
then,
mean- NFC
Then again-
was something for Android. I'm sorry to cut you guys off.
Yeah.
I know NFC was something that was made or you could be used on the Android platform. But I mean, you did have Samsung come out with the S Beam. You also have what's that other? There was another company in communications that had something similar to AirDrop. I mean, Apple wasn't the first.
And
They
Loki
just made-
worked with Samsung TVs.
Right.
Yes, beams.
Again, we have to understand that Apple is a company known for not being first, but when they do implement that technology, they do it in such an Apple way that it's just very, I guess, attractive to people when you use it in their ecosystem. That walled garden is one of those things where it's like, wow, they make it work in such a way that you feel enticed to actually want to use it, and then you look over to the Android side and try to look for something that's comparable. But because it's an open system, everybody has their own way of doing certain things where it's not a cookie cutter type of way of doing it. But again, I mean, I think the argument here isn't who did it first or who's doing it better. And a lot
Android
of people, a lot of people will tell you if they're on the iOS side that no, Apple's way of doing it is so much cleaner, easier, and a lot less messy. It's just a lot more sleek than what Android does. It. I mean, look at Android tackling their messaging service. It's a real pile of sack of potatoes. It really is. It's not as elegant or refined as what Apple tends to put out. But I mean, again, pick and choose. I mean, Apple just in their iOS 14 came out with widgets. Android's had widgets for the longest time, and I mean, it took them about a couple of years, like 5-7 years, for them to actually come out with widgets on their platform. But I mean, it's not perfect either. It does seem a little bit, I guess it doesn't conform to what you want. So if you don't like it, don't use it. You want to go to an Android phone, you can do it, but understand that Android isn't a cookie cutter type of thing like Apple does. And this is one of the reasons why, for example, Instagram looks so much better on Apple devices than for Android devices, because Instagram doesn't have to make 1,000 types of Instagram type of cutouts for Androids, like it for Apple, like it does for Androids. Apple has a set design, a set type of proportion for their phones, and it doesn't pump out a million type of devices. It just does it for a hand selected few. Where Android, you have Huawei, you have Oppo, you have Asus, you have Samsung, you have HTC. So it's kind of baffling how you're trying to get that same type of clean, elegant type of app to try to work with all these other systems. It's a process. It's hard, and you're not gonna hit it on the nail on the head every time, all the time. So, I mean, you pick and choose what you want to use, and understand there's pros and cons to both sides. But I mean, again, I know I use a Samsung for the longest time. My first smartphone was a HTC. I think I mentioned this a long time ago. But again, I moved up to Samsung. I've really liked the way Samsung has done its thing with their product, and I've been with them ever since. And I'm pretty content with all its shortcomings. I'm pretty content with the outcome of their product, and I'm not gonna go and jump ship on my daily driver to go to another system or another phone or another ecosystem. But I did get my feet wet getting this new iPhone as my secondary phone, just to test out the waters to see how the other half are living. But I mean, I enjoy my Samsung. Like, what can I say?
Agreed.
Concurred.
Yeah.
Everyone who
right
agrees
now- right now I'm
everyone that
rocking,
agrees says I.
I'm rocking an S8.
That's
Oh,
not a
nice.
bad
I'm
thing.
rocking a Note 8.
Oh, nice.
You're like brother. You're like a
I
brother to
usually
me.
never get like the latest thing. I usually try to get the like next in line, or even the,
Right.
third tier in line.
Yeah, no, I usually I think I mentioned this last podcast. I usually rule of thumb, always wait at least four generations until I do an upgrade if it's really necessary. or if
Yeah.
it has something that I really want, that's the only reason I would probably jump to another generation. But usually four generations is what I had, because before my Note 8 I had a Note 4.
And did you have any complaints with the Note 4?
Battery life at towards the end of its life was it sucked a lot. But I mean that faux leather back was okay. I enjoyed the fact that you could actually remove the battery and remove the back, and you can get maybe like 2 more batteries, and if you ran out of juice on one, you can always replace it and get another one. But
did you buy battery packs for that replacement?
I had two. And they were always charged up. So once one died on me, I just switched it up, and I had juice for another full bat. But I think, again, back to the point of like just the quality of life upgrades that we've gotten with supercharging, wireless charging, better chipsets inside the phone that make your phone use less energy but perform just as good. Really help out with the lifespan of a battery. But I mean, guys, not to cut the conversation short or anything, but yeah, I'm just really looking forward to seeing how this last part of the year is going to pan out with all the new announcements of tech that are coming out, whether it be the iPhone, or if HTC comes out with something, or the new Nokia phone that is expected to come out. I do genuinely feel excited about Nokia coming out with something such a long time. It's one of the forefathers of like the phone game. And just a little quick tidbit. Nextel was bought up by Sprint, so it's a subsidiary for Sprint. And you see a lot of Nextel still being used in places like Brazil or Argentina, Chile, Peru, the Philippines, and Mexico. But as of right now, like most of us know, and for our listeners that are listening right now, the 1st of April, Sprint was acquired by T-Mobile. And the parent company of T-Mobile is a Japanese company, Democo, I think it's called. Oh,
For T-Mobile?
Yeah, the parent
I
company.
thought it was a German or Swedish company. Yeah, it's a German company.
The parent company of T-Mobile?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'll definitely look that up.
Yes,
But-
it's some Dish Telecom.
That kind of
And
explains all the good like streaming plans that they have for like your data. Like how for the longest time T-Mobile, if you streamed on T-Mobile, it just wouldn't be charged to your data or deducted from your data. That explains a lot.
no, yeah, they're a German company headquartered in Bonn.
Bonn.
Yeah, Bonn.
But that's
Just-
very European
and it's a
of you.
fox in logo.
Yeah. No, yeah, but that's who they are.
Okay.
The German.
Correction. Owned by some German company.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I mean, just goes to show you how a lot of these companies get acquired by other companies, and very little information is known about these what's it called, these companies' parent organizations. Because you know what it was? It wasn't Democo. I'm sorry. It was SoftBank that I was thinking about.
Oh, and I feel like with all these apps and all these squares making circles, I feel like we should slide into our next subject.
Wait, is it me or is the thinking getting like faster?
It's its own thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
where's the digging come from?
It's because I normally use the free version of the Pro, where I can record everyone in multi-tracks. But that's just like a timer, like a watermark when you take a picture. But since I'm recording in multi-track, it separates that thing into its own track, and I don't download that.
So what are we going into?
You know, our coding adventures.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Or yours? Or ours? Oh. So Marcos blew up.
Basically, no. So okay, so if anything, I'll open up for Mr. J. So, as of for the past 2 weeks, 2 weeks, we've been I was curious, trying to slide into the world of more coding, right? And it was I wanted to present scenarios for Josue, and he was telling me like different ways to solve a problem, and I was presenting my own ways to solve a problem, but trying to put it in a way that that Josue can explain it to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Josue was like, okay, this is the scenario for data keeping, like a point of sales, and he told me to do some research on different products and or services, aka a store, a coffee shop, and I would put in requests of things that you can do, and then Josue, came up with solutions and showed me how they're done, and it was awesome.
Yeah. So I went up to Marcos. I was like, "Hey, give me a list of items and the prices, and make sure they are good." And he's like, "Okay, I'll come back." He come back and he gives me a list of things that I did not ask him. I said, "What is this?" He's like, "It's the stuff you asked for." And I said, "No, I said the list of items and their prices." And he said, "Oh, okay." And he comes back with a list of items and prices. Then I told him I need a background for this thing. He said, "Okay." And he grabbed coffee as he's laying down and he took a picture of him.
It was a coffee shop, so I was showing Coffee, our dog.
He exposed coffee, showed him everything. And then
Richard knows what coffee is.
And then I said, "No, not coffee. I need the coffee shop." He's like, "Oh, okay." Then he gave me a coffee shop. So yeah. So the thing was that I told Marco, I was like, "Look, we're gonna make up a situation where like he wants to run a coffee shop, and it's gonna be a sort of like an online implementation." And I said, I'm gonna show the customer the list of items that you have with their prices, and a cart with whatever they select, with the number of items that they selected. And
all of them number 9s.
And then the bottom is going to be their subtotal and their total. So, I get to work with that and I finished.
But there's always me not being satisfied, always asking for more. I feel like Josue was very understanding, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
from you, Josue.
So my original implementation was have the list of items, have the cart, and then have a text box saying, "Okay, which item do you want?" You type it in, you press enter, and it goes in the cart. And then you press another enter button for this total and subtotal. And then Marco's like, "How come we can't just select it and it goes straight to the cart?" I said, "Because I didn't design it like that." And he said, "We should design it like that." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I did it, and then I got it to basically just copy and paste what was on the items list into the cart. And I said, "This is a lot. This is a lot." So I decided to implement a count so that every time you click it, it will increase the count of the certain item that you select.
Like 2 cups of coffees or one donut.
Yeah, unless unlike before where like you select it and literally 2 small coffees will come up, it would just say 2 with the number 2 and then small coffee. And then I have here an enter button that tells you how much it was your subtotal, and then total is obviously with tax. And then there's a button that says clear cart, and it deletes everything and it resets it to 0.
And like also was saying, like that took him the entire afternoon researching, right? You were saying like we were mainly doing semantics of how the board should look, the design, the web design of it. and that on its own, it's a thing. It's a thing. I didn't expect it to be that like, oh, we should do this millimeters, right? We were talking about it. Oh, or pixels to the left or to the right. Change a font. How do we change font? Let me look it up.
Let me look it up.
But that was an adventure, and I appreciate the not say it, please. Also say it. The what?
The what?
The knowledge, but your way.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Oh, the knowledge.
There you go. Knowledge.
But yeah, and it works now. It works how Marcos intended to. He's like, okay, just have this, and that. I was like, okay. And I did it. And it even gives you a total, subtotal. So you know that we're not ripping you off from taxes. That they are.
And they are.
Yeah.
We were just chasing. I was chasing the dragon, and Hoso was like, "Hold on!" And you were riding the dragon.
No, I was riding it.
And I was chasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, and that's what
That's
we're
a crazy
thinking.
analogy, guys.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh my.
But yeah.
Everything changed when the George Nation attacked.
Ooh. But yeah, no, I'm happy with that and of learning something new. And then on my side, this entire podcast, got certified in different areas to get broadcasted, like in Google Podcast and in Spotify. Spotify was the first one, even though it was pretty long, and Rocket Cast, Pocket Cast, all those places. It takes some time. I didn't
It's
expect
like the
that.
kitchen corner and everything.
Congrats.
Like it said, oh, it could take you 3 days all the way to 3 weeks. Guess which one it was for me?
2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm like, finally. But I'm trying to do this is a sponsor for the podcast that we do have a sponsorship, and we also have a tip jar. It's called Ko-Fi or Coffee, but it's put as much as you want there. I'm not requesting a sponsorship, a monthly, like pay me monthly. If you want to, thank you. And a tip. I feel like, tips are also awesome.
Maybe we should call it something other than the tip.
It's not a suggestion box. It's not the tip, it's a tip.
Say a gratitude box. Because we don't want to say tip box.
It's a gratitude, yeah. It's a gratitude button.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Appreciation button.
Yeah, there we go. Like you don't feel like I don't want to pressure anyone to be committed to go on the monthly rate, on the monthly support, but if you want to give something, there you go with the sipping of the tea. The coffee link is there.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Shall we go into the animal?
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
wait,
this,
Marcos, real quick.
Yeah.
Can Josue announce his purchase that he just made? I don't know if you want to share that with the people. Josue.
Yeah, I'm okay with whatever Josue wants there.
Yeah, I bought some items. Wait, did you? No, you said last time it was a haul you bought, right? Huh?
Me, yeah, I bought a haul, but that's I guess that's okay. But what you purchased was something grandiose, my friend.
Because you were saving for it.
Yeah, man.
I had it in my back of my head. So I mean, I could just say the product, right, Marcos?
Yeah, I mean it's your choice. I'm giving you this. You have the floor. You have the floor.
So as of recently, Sony announced that they're releasing their new wireless noise canceling headphones, and they are dubbing it the Sony WH-1000 XM4s, and that's what I bought.
The Mark IVs, brother.
Yeah, the noise canceling headphone with the longest name was supposedly the best noise canceling in the industry.
In the game, that's right.
So
Congratulations, bro.
Unfortunately, though, they don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna get it.
Oh, they didn't give you a set date?
No, because the people that I ordered it from, they're still on pre-order, so they don't even know when they're gonna ship it out.
Okay.
And I asked their advisor, they're one of their reps, and they said, I asked them for a release date because I was telling Marcos this, is that Best Buy and Amazon already have a set release date. Best Buy, I think, already shipped it to their customers, and Amazon is this Tuesday.
Work in progress. Okay.
So but me, I decided to buy it on the recommended retailer that Sony recommend, which is a place called Crunchfield. It is centered around in Virginia.
West
And they're still on pre-order, but they don't have a set release date. And I asked them if they had maybe they didn't put it on their website, but they knew it, and they told me that they don't have a firm release date from Sony. But they said that as soon as they get the release date, they'll let us know, and once they get the product, that they're just gonna immediately ship it.
So most likely, fingers crossed, you'll probably get a update by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Hopefully by tomorrow they tell me, hey, look, we do have a release date. It's gonna be tomorrow, and then I was telling Marcos, hopefully it ships by Wednesday, and then I can get it by Friday.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, this is, you've been saving for this, and you did a lot of research for it, so it's praiseworthy because you were saving up.
Yeah, I did a lot of researching on manuals. And because I was looking around that area, the high end headphones.
Right.
One of them being the Bose 700s, and I was like, they're cool, but a lot of people complain that they're not comfortable. They sound okay, and to be honest, they're even the XM3 sound better and feel better than the Bose 700s, and the Mark 3s came out in 2018. So I said, and then I read that they're supposed to be releasing the Mark 4s. So I said, let me wait a little bit. And they did earlier this month, and I bought them recently. But yeah.
They didn't fail you.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. So they're coming hopefully soon.
Right.
But they're coming.
Giggity.
Good.
But yeah, for me, I'm still debating doing research for a tablet, a flip laptop, or maybe a Samsung device again with the laptop, or the Surface Duo. I think I shared with both of you guys, with Alan and Josue, the Flex, right, and the Duo. But the Duo was a recent thing. There's no besides specs, real world use case in the Samsung Flex, and I feel like I can do a lot more with the Flex. So I'm like, ooh, should I pull the trigger on that, or
he's
should
Flex?
Yes.
He becomes an acrobatic.
It has its cons. I can compare. I can see I can ironically compare it with other laptops, but it ticks all the boxes for me. I could always ask for something better, but that's just me never being satisfied as a customer.
Right.
Always waiting for the next thing. Okay, so that I feel like that closed that part. And Richard,
what?
Yeah.
Well, this is the Q&A section for you. This is one of the biggest questions that you're gonna have.
I think I might have lowered it by accident.
No, it's okay. The biggest question is, what anime have you been catching up to right now?
Well, one of the latest ones that I saw was BNA. I don't know if you heard about it. Brand New Animal. I think it was part of the fall season of last year. I could be wrong about that. But the full thing came out on Netflix. If you want to watch it there.
Yeah.
But it's Trigger's latest go at another anime, and Trigger has kind of been known for not landing the finale. Oh man,
with
the weird way Kiss Never ended.
Yeah.
How
Darling and the Franks.
Darling and the Franks became suddenly aliens.
Right.
But
I
think they did a solid story with this one. It's honestly, the best way I can describe it is What if Zootopia was an anime?
Okay. And I feel like everyone here has been watching Fire Force, right?
No, I need to catch up.
Oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything then for Fire Force.
Please don't.
What about God of High School?
Oh, Josue, with your Korean manga.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the corner over here because
You
it's
still haven't
episode-
started it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You
I feel
haven't watched the
kinda-
first episode, Marcos?
No,
Whoa. Okay.
That's what I'm
Because-
telling you. I'm like, yo, you gotta get in.
because of that dub.
You don't have to wait for the dub. It's okay, Marcos. It's not gonna hurt.
It's my it's my
You're just gonna
safety
feel
blanket.
a little sting and a little clap on it, but that's it.
I just
Yeah, Marcos.
I just need to
Words
feel.
aren't going to hurt you. Just got to read them.
Like, especially foreign words.
No, they're English. It's just a foreign language. I'm in America. God damn it!
That's
Gosh
true.
darn it! As I just do like the finger pistols.
But yeah,
Bang bang
Marcus,
bang bang.
you gotta watch them, man.
I know.
Don't worry. Don't let the sub confuse you. You must become like water.
And what? Disperse? Run away?
No, flow, adapt.
Like Aunt Flo?
Huh?
Like Aunt Flo?
Who's on flow?
No comment. I plead the fifth.
Please. I mean, it was your thing.
I know, and I plead the fifth. My statement
But
stands.
yeah, you gotta.
But do you like have a special aunt? Is
No.
something you want to share with the class, Marcos?
Wait, I'm in class?
Yes,
I didn't bring my homework.
exactly. That's why you're in front.
And center.
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh, the third Heaven's Feel movie came out of theaters. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday, or the day before that. It came out of theaters in Japan.
Oh,
So not long now before we have Raws and subs over here on the West.
you know, in Kiss... Wait. Not in Kiss Anime, at least.
Not again.
So what websites would you recommend?
We had a kiss anime goodbye.
Yeah. We send you
poured
on your
sake
way.
all over his grave.
Yeah.
It's grave.
Yeah. Where are all those ads gonna go? Where are like
In
where?
the garbage where they should go.
Oh,
Yeah.
all those like, oh, you won't last 30 seconds. You better have your door closed before you
Yeah,
play
that.
this game. Are you alone?
He's like, are you feeling a little iffy today? Well, let me help you out.
With digital
It's like-
clap.
It's like, no, I'm just trying to watch my anime. They're like, no, you need help. I can tell.
Or solve all those puzzles.
Or like,
those
there's
are the ones with the lava
like-
guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, man.
what
no, I
what
would
thing
always
to
get
pull
like these.
next?
I would always say, I always get the ones that are like, oh, all these fine Japanese women are in your area, and
Nani?
I'm like, nani?
So desu ne.
Yeah. He's like, go help them out. They're in need of help.
Or these single
I was like-
moms. I'm like, what?
I've
Single
never gotten a single
you
mom.
say.
I've never gotten a single mom.
That's funny.
Yeah. Or all the I don't know why I had a lot of what was it? Hinata pictures, and with
Oh
the
yeah,
weird
me
text,
too.
you won't last 30 a minute with playing this game. I mean, because it's that difficult, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a crossword puzzle, that's why. I don't know.
It's so dope.
It's a math puzzle, and it's geometry, and you're the one that's hard. What?
He's like, I will be the one who decide.
You have? Oh, yeah.
I will be the one who will decide. Like that.
Hey man, she's not the master of the gentle palm for nothing.
そうですね。
And then you know what happens?
What?
What?
You click on it.
Don't you have that one too? The Here We Go Again?
Oh no, this is what happens, this is what happens.
さよなら。エクストロ
That's what happens to your phone.
Oh
You
man.
gotta burn it alive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. So I need to pay my respects and watch God of High School.
Kiss anime.
No, I already paid my respects for that. And you can never have
He's
pay
like,
to-
he's like, all the ads I already clicked on. It's worth more than they ever had.
yeah. What else? God of High School. I need to get into that. Dubbed. I'm still trying to be faithful with dubbing.
No, don't break that relationship. It's toxic. my
Wait,
friend.
Marcus, do you only watch dubs?
No.
I didn't know that about you. That's interesting.
He's like, oh, I gotta unfriend you now.
Oh wow.
He hangs up. No, I saw Black Clover subbed and Naruto subbed when it was in towards the end, but I feel like I don't have to read a lot. Like I literally don't want to read. I mean, I don't want to read, but at
But
the
you
same
have to.
time,
That's why you have to unlock the Ultra Instinct.
what?
Exactly.
You have to unlock the Ultra Instinct.
The ultra like Charmin.
No, not
No,
the
no,
Ultra
no.
Ultra. The Ultra Instinct Instinct.
He's like,
I'm
all
silent.
these squares make a circle.
I'm silenced.
You gotta read and watch it at the same time.
But I only have
What?
one eye.
So that's just another barrier you have to push through.
I guess I'll try. I'm following the stacking philosophy, and it helps me to to let the anime get up. And I couldn't hold back for ReZero, honestly. So I'm watching it. I'm trying to be faithful and watching
Oh no,
it.
I
now.
can hold
Are you
that to
serious?
ReZero.
Yes,
I'm not watching ReZero.
I
Oh, you're
finished.
not watching the second season?
No, I got bored after the second episode.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Not the first season, but the second season.
You don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
drink her tea?
I got
Interesting.
bored of. I think the last thing I saw was that they were at the mansion. They were leaving, and I was like, "Oh, yep,
Here we go
This is
again.
here we go again." And then I watched the Pizza Grill.
Oh, Peter Grill. Oh, a man of culture, I see.
But I think
Is
I
that
feel like
Bear Grylls' cousin?
It should be.
I sure hope so. They have so much in common.
Going in the deep.
I like more the Monster Doctor.
I've heard about that one, but I
That one
haven't
was really
finished.
What else?
And
Fire
GTO. I can't finish GTO because it makes me cry almost every other episode.
Oh yeah, I'm also rewatch. Well, I only watched the first season of the romantic teen comedy, and I'm
Thank
starting
you.
season 2.
Snafu, right?
Yes, Snafu.
Yes. Very good, sir.
Oh, Snafu's season 2 is really good. I haven't started season 3 yet, but
I'm starting
such a
season
good
2 now.
series.
That's
So I'm gonna see
quality
how
right
that
there.
goes.
Quality.
And then what else? I think
Oh,
also
wait.
I was catching up on One Piece.
There is
Oh,
something
cool,
I've been
cool.
current with.
What? Tell us.
He's like,
Do you want
my
to
life.
talk about One Piece first, Drago?
Yeah.
It's still going.
As it should be. As it
As
should
God
be,
in-
sir.
As God
They've been-
intended.
They've
Yes.
been in Wano for the past year and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
So
Yeah, give or take a couple of years.
I don't
I
know how
have-
long.
I've been current with Gundam Build. No,
Divers.
yeah,
Dub.
Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise.
Rise
I saw
again.
I saw the trailer for season 2 of that. Well, it's not really season 2, just like the second half of the season. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I wonder what's up. So I started watching it, and I kind of got hooked.
And then he clicked on
So-
the ads. And then he's like, no, not again.
Was this on Kiss Anime?
It was on YouTube.
Okay.
You just watch it on YouTube. Yeah, on Gundam Info, like the official Gundam YouTube channel, they just host the build series. That's the one where the Gundams are like actually toys in the anime. And
So is it like breaking the fourth wall?
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
It breaks the fourth wall in that it like references like Gundam stories within the narrative, but they're still very much just plastic toys and model kits. But they become
You become the main character.
kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh when they use the dual discs through holographics.
So it's
Not
like I
holographics,
choose
mean
you.
holograms through holograms, yeah.
He's like I
But the
summon.
twist,
Yeah.
the twist for this one for Re-Rise is that they get transported to another world.
Oh shit!
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Isekai.
Not only is it's an isekai, it's an MMO isekai.
So,
So-
Long Horizon? Long Horizon?
Yeah. And
They get
and the world
transported
they
and
get
they
transferred
see
to is full of furries.
Oh no!
Of course. And does he have a smartphone?
No.
No, he doesn't
With
have
a
a
splash of
smartphone.
BNA.
And then all of a sudden you see Beastars on the corner. You're like, oh no, where am I?
Oh,
He's like, there's a guy with a smartphone. There's a wolf trying to get with the rabbit.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's next?
there's a slime over
Berries.
there eating
This is-
something.
There's a slime eating a dragon in the corner. In the other corner.
You know,
So is
one
that part
my-
of the Isekai quartet or something?
It should quintuplet.
It's- it might as well fit.
Quintessential quintuplets, right? Is also coming.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
who
heard
did they
second
have?
season.
What's
No.
the fifth one that they added?
For the new season, they added a Shield Hero.
Oh,
think-
that's what it was. Yeah. Must have been Shield Hero.
Yeah.
But I feel like they added another one, didn't they?
Overlord.
No,
No.
Overlord was in
No,
there.
he was part of the first one. He was
bu-
part of the quartet when they were still four.
I think it might have been just Shield Hero.
ReZero.
that was it.
ReZero, Overlord, Slime? No, it wasn't
No,
Slime.
the Sonya one.
Oh, yeah, the saga of Tanya the Evil.
Tanya, yeah.
And that's only 3. So it's Overlord,
Overlord,
ReZero, Konosuba,
ReZero.
and Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Yeah. And then they added a Shield Hero in season 2.
Yeah.
And then what else? And then they added the Gundam. Imagine.
This
They
is my
added Gundam
toy.
later.
This
Like,
is my toy.
toy. And this is his parent. This is the huge Gundam from Tokyo.
And then
What else?
last week, I felt like my brother got influenced by Josue and Alan
no.
because, you know,
What
you
did
guys
we do wrong?
what did we do wrong? He went into the 7 deadly sins and like in 3 days caught up on all 4 seasons.
You mean
Oh,
3.
did he?
Yeah. I'm like, it's 12. I know, but it's so good. I know, my little brother. I know. I pat him on the head. Like, I know.
He's like, he sees Escanor at noon.
Well, would you like to hear a little bit of anime news while you think?
Yeah.
Sure.
What you
All right,
think?
so AT&T is a parent company of Crunchyroll, and they're considering selling Crunchyroll to Sony.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Sony will have both Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Right. For 1.5 billion.
Along with that.
With a big B.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Ew.
You said 1.5 billion?
Yep.
So like Luffy.
Sort of. But this one is in USD, not
Yeah,
belly.
berries.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, I was reading some anime news as well. I didn't know this, but in One Piece, they released the bounties of Goldie, Roger, and Whitebeard.
How much were
Did
they?
they?
Peace for all those.
Yeah. And they released it for all 7 of the warlords and the 4 emperors. So, like for example, Shanks was worth it just made it to 4 billion. Big Mama was worth 4.3, and then Kaido was worth like 4.6, and then they showed Whitebeard and Goldie Roger.
Yeah.
And theirs were, I think Whitebeard was like 4.8, 4.9, and Gold D was like 5.2, somewhere around there.
No, 5.5.
5.5?
Yeah.
So yeah.
5.
Damn.
So they were worth a lot of money.
164,800,000 berries.
You already know he's been keeping notes.
Yeah.
No, I just looked it up right now.
Oh.
That's cool. Bro.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
cool.
No,
it kind
you-
of gives you like a rough estimate of how much things will escalate from here to the end. Surely.
No, yeah. And then they keep on releasing just like new abilities, like for example with the Wano arc, they released that, the armament hockey has more to it than just an invisible shield. There's more add-ons onto it. And then also with Katakuri, with how you can see 3 seconds into the future. I think it was more. I don't remember. There's even further to that as well. And then what else? Also the origin of how Laughtail gets his name.
How do you get his name?
Laughtail?
Mhm.
Laughtail, the island, because it's an island. The island got its name because it was when Roger first saw it, he just bursted out laughing.
Laughtail.
Laughtail,
Ooh.
which is where he has the One Piece left it. It's where everyone's
That's
going
interesting.
to.
That sounds like a Greenland, Iceland type of situation. Oh,
Yeah, and it's
there's
funny
green
because
on
like
shores. The slime must be green all over.
Yeah. What's funny is that like he was spending so hard to find it, and then he finds it, and he's like, "Wah ha 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 ha," and they're like, "What?" He's laughing, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess we'll call it Laughtail then."
Yep.
And there you go. And then it's like that's the island everybody wants to go to. And then I watched Stampede. Finally.
Okay.
And then that stuff. But I guess like it's starting to tie in more. The story. You get to see more of what happened. What with Goldie Roger when he found all of the island. And he hasn't shown the One Piece, but
All that drama.
but
But they had to be something like that to become what they are now.
yeah, I mean, I guess. Because a lot of also the same thing with Roger Pirates. A lot of the people from the Roger Pirates became very powerful. I think the only exception was Buggy.
Buggy
That's the
the
homie.
I feel like he's
'Cause,
gonna be the king or something at the end.
Buggy?
Buggy.
I mean, I could see it happening as a gag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
comedy
at least
really.
for at least a couple of seasons or episodes, and then till the real king comes through.
I mean, if you think about it though, with the gold, like for the Goldie Roger, Riley's,
really?
Riley. He was, someone who's feared. Shanks is literally one of the strongest person alive. And then there's Buggy.
They're freaking buddies of those two, and
Yeah, but Buggy became a blanket for the movie. He
yeah,
became the flying carpet.
a blanket.
Good lord.
I can show you the world.
Yeah, he basically that, but he it's like if the carpet grew hands and feet and the head with a pirate hat on it and with clown makeup.
Oh, was his body just stuck to carpet? Or rather, his limbs were his limbs just stuck to a carpet and like his body somewhere else?
No, it was kind of weird because he eventually took it off and he was perfectly normal.
Uh-huh.
But it was like he just put his hands and feet and head in the carpet and was like, "Yeah, I'm bigger now."
Oh man.
And then he
I
saw the
got
bad guy. He
this.
was like, "Oh nope, never mind. I'm out."
Bye.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Dragon Ball Super and manga is still going on.
As it should be.
Who are they fighting right now in the
They're
manga?
fighting a guy named Moro. Who?
Morro.
Yeah. But with no double R.
Damn.
Marron.
Missed opportunity.
He's an enemy that can suck away people's life.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So they have a hard time fighting him because they keep on taking his energy.
Giggity.
It's like Android 18 and 19 all over again.
No, it was the other one. The
Well,
other ones.
No, it's yeah,
Super
it's
17, 17 and
19
16.
and 20.
Oh, there you
19,
go.
20, yeah.
The clown guy, the one that looked like a clown, and then the
Yeah.
old
Except
guy.
that he doesn't need to touch you. He could just do it from afar and just
No bad touch. No bad touch.
yeah. And then I like how they also brought up the old Supreme Kai, the big one, that boo absorbed and became friendly, and then they gave Vegeta a shot, and then they completely just put him in the dirt, and I was like, nope, you would have thought.
And
then they brought back Goku.
You thought wrong.
Yeah, because
Vegeta's MVP personally out of all the
no,
characters.
like
personally.
this is what they did with the Vegeta. Vegeta trained with the Yardrats, trained further than what Goku did,
learned
and
how to
still
teleport.
lost. He learned how to teleport, yeah,
Oh my gosh,
and he still lost.
that was like the gimmick for Goku. Oh, I can teleport.
You know what's great? He learned how to undo the fusion dance even without the time limit. He said there was a point where like he could even undo the fusion between Piccolo and Nail and Kami,
All three of
wow.
them.
and he still lost.
Wow.
I feel like they wrote him like that on purpose. That obviously because it's there.
yeah,
It's just no. You had your time in the sun with when you started with over 9,000. You know that was a golden age. You destroyed a couple planets then. Planets, mind you. So he could have destroyed Earth a long time ago, or was that a small planet when he attacked the insect?
Which one?
When
on their way to Earth, they killed the insect planet.
Oh yeah,
a freaking
I
planet.
mean, I don't know. They don't have sizes of planet. They're like, yeah, this planet's bigger than this planet. And plus, if you ask Alcatraz, you feel like I forgot.
Well, no, they definitely do, because that's how they measure like the worth of the planet.
Yes.
If it's big enough or has enough resources, then it's worth conquering for Frieza.
Oh, you mean like that? I mean, but like I said, they forget. he forgets, and he's like, he's like, it doesn't really matter.
I understand.
It's never gonna not be funny that Akira Toriyama forgot that Launch was a character.
Where'd she go?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
Right.
That's a
I
meme.
forgot.
Didn't they brought her back for a brief moment, I think, in GT.
Yeah.
They created briefs or whatever her name was. Yeah, her.
Bra.
Yeah, Bra. There you go. The Krillin's girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh right,
The
right.
thick version of Bulma,
Yes.
She looked exactly like Bulma,
but thicker.
thicker. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they forgot about that. I mean, that was like a little filler.
Giggity.
Yeah.
This is kind of a non sequitur, but I think I just found $20 that I completely forgot about.
Nice.
Thinking about brief.
No,
He's
I
like
just,
thinking about briefs. I think there's $20 in my briefs.
I just noticed a game case in the distance, and like, is that a bill? Oh, that is a bill. I think it's a $20 bill. It's up
Here's-
underneath it.
here's
Just
your-
picking
He's
it
like,
up.
I can now go to Roosters.
Oh yeah. Question. Richard, do you know about Rooster's Market?
No.
Oh, that's why. Alan.
Is it the one on Getaway?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that called Brewster's?
No, Roosters.
That would be the bar version of it, or the
I thought
happy
it was
hour.
Brewster's.
Yes.
This
It has a
entire
big-
time, I knew that market on Getaway by the Park and Recs. I thought it was called
Mm-hmm.
Brewster's.
Brewskis.
No. And I think that's what they call the corner shop over there, like next to it.
The wine shop.
No, not
Yeah.
the wine shop. You know, there's like a
Deli?
Yeah,
Bodega?
yeah,
Yeah,
little bodega. Yeah, I think they might call that, but I don't remember. But the Roosters Market is the one on the other side,
And
next to the restaurant.
like Josue and I and Alan, I'd say Alan, but Alan has, I feel like he's got his preferred, but between Josue and I, we think that one is top of the line for sandwiches in our area.
I mean,
Even though they've
don't get
gotten
me
more
wrong. I
expensive.
think Roosters is good. Not gonna knock it.
I feel like this is potentially something, for,
What's the best sandwich in the area? Does it have to be in White Plains?
yeah.
Yeah, keep it simple.
In walking distance.
Yeah,
What if I walk an hour away? Does that still count?
I mean,
It's
but
quite a walk.
you can still walk an hour away
It's a
and still be in
walk.
White Plains.
It's
You
like
sure?
a walk in circles in
Yeah,
White Plains for an hour.
I don't know what the best sandwiches are. Well, no.
like okay, let's make it easier. If you want a sandwich,
on
right
Ferris, there's an old lady that has a Mexican restaurant. She sells the best tortas. No, the best semitas.
The
Those are the best
Veracruz.
sandwiches. No. Over in Fisher.
Oh, that's not Ferris. That's Fisher.
Wait, not
That's
Fisher.
not-
Ferris. Yeah, Ferris Avenue.
Yeah, how many
Yeah,
stores are there?
Veracruz.
Yeah, or is it the Red?
No,
Wait,
no,
you call- you
Veracruz is on Post Road.
No,
There's-
there was a Veracruz in Ferris, but now it's called Pico de Gallo.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know what it's called. There's a lot of on in Ferris though. I don't remember the exact name of it.
So I frequent Ferris pretty often. I'm pretty sure I would know if there was a lady that sold tortas or semitas on the side of the road or something.
No, it's just a
oh.
restaurant.
on the full
It's a-
moon on every Tuesday.
No, I mean, but as far as the restaurants go here on Ferris and White Plains, I've only seen the Pico de Gallo one, and that's about it for Mexican restaurants.
Maybe she did.
No, I think the person you were thinking about actually passed away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was
She
thinking.
was old, and like the last time I got one from there was years ago now. I must have been in like middle school, maybe.
Now there's
No, but
Roberto's.
she died in 2016 though, right?
That's years ago, literally.
Oh yeah, that is years ago. I forget.
You just dated yourself. No, I'm just kidding. What am I talking about? But yeah,
Means I
then,
can imagine you.
yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
All right, so I mean, sandwiches as far as like what a delicatessen type of sandwich
Yeah,
here in White Plains, I think Roosters does a really good job. Personally, like I guess I like to go and shop around as far as sandwiches goes. I mean, you can definitely go to the banh mi shop, get a banh mi sandwich, which are
That's
great.
recent, I think. Oh, what?
As much as I like the banh mi sandwiches, I think they're a little on the not as
Yeah, they
savory
have-
side.
yeah, because they use a baguette.
Bake it.
I mean, I again, you can usually define a sandwich as, toppings in between two buns. You could definitely go over to My Little Deli on Ferris Avenue and get a nice deli sandwich.
Can I
of
count
some
a
sort.
hamburger as a sandwich in this discussion?
Yeah, sure.
Or-
Why not? Call a hot dog a sandwich.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say that too.
Because if that's the case, then the best sandwiches in White Plains are definitely that Argentinian burger place on Marinick.
Argent-
Where? What's it called?
I forget what it's called.
Marinick
But-
Avenue or
Yeah, Marinick Avenue. It's right next to the bus stop, next to the Dunkin'. It's an Argentinian burger place
by
I have
Post Road
this-
intersection by
by
No, by Martin Avenue, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the Martin intersection. It's really good. They have really
the
good
Gaucho
sauce.
Burger.
Gaucho, yeah, Gaucho.
That's
I don't
what
think
I
we've
was
ever
gonna
had
say.
that.
Yeah.
Gaucho burger is the best sandwich, and if you're counting burgers as sandwiches,
Okay.
Okay, that does sound delicious though.
It's a burger. I'm not discounting it as a sandwich,
yeah.
but I'm counting
No,
it as a burger on its own.
I mean that still must be
Oh.
hidden.
Wait though, but isn't this place like pretty new?
Like a year, maybe.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
it's
a
definitely
year.
Because
two
it
years
used to
at
be.
least.
It used to be. What's it called?
A
Firehouse?
Chinese place.
No, the Chinese place is still there.
Yeah,
What,
the
you
Chinese
mean,
Mexican place will always be
Fresh
there.
tortilla.
Old reliable.
Old,
No, but
old faithful.
wasn't it before like Firehouse Subs or something like that? Some kind of or Jimmy
Yeah, probably.
Jimmy
A lot
something.
of places changed.
Yeah, I think like it has like a 6-month type of time frame where stores and businesses change hands. That time frame.
Yeah, that means we gotta go to there.
Yeah, definitely. When you get the chance, try Gaucho Burgers.
This is not a
Gaucho
sponsor,
burgers.
but still, we
Their
gotta
sauce is
try
so good.
Gaucho Burgers.
So wait, let
Right.
me ask you, Richard. What do you think is the best pizza? I think like that's a little bit easier.
I go with Mario's.
Okay.
Really interesting. Mario's. Okay.
Can't disagree. It used to be McNoda's, but it's not there anymore.
But that's like my personal bias. I think like taste wise, the best pizza is probably Broadway.
Broadway Pizzeria.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, you can walk for an hour easily just to get to to get to.
It's not an
Yeah,
hour walk.
it's
That's like a
really
40-minute walk.
Well, yeah, but back to your house.
Going and coming back. You
Yeah.
finished those. You burned all those calories. But yeah, I feel like that's a good place to end the podcast. Everyone
On pizza,
agrees
yeah.
on pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, my personal bias would be Italian Pavilion, but that's just me.
I'm Mario's.
I
And
think
I
I'm
like all
Italian
of them.
Pavilion, but I like all.
I'm not gonna argue about a slice of pizza. If I can get a slice of pizza, whether it be Broadway's, Mario's, or Italian Pavilion, I think they're all really good.
Now, if we're not talking in just White Plains, then the best pizza around here is definitely Pepe's.
Frank's
In Central
Yeah.
Avenue?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the I thought it was called the Villaggio's or something like that.
Is it
No,
called
you're thinking
Bolaños?
about the. I think it's like right next to the kosher place.
The Christmas tree shop.
Yeah. No, Frank Pepe's is way further down. It's like on
Yeah,
the
isn't that
border.
Yonkers?
It's Yonkers, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
Is it
agree.
Yonkers
Yeah.
already?
Yeah, it's Yonkers.
Wow.
But it's still
I
on
didn't
Central
realize it's
Avenue.
Yonkers already.
Yo, yeah, but Central Avenue's.
Yeah,
It's a long
that's-
stretch.
It
long
reaches
The best
over the
sandwiches I've
bridges.
had are over in Scarsdale. This place called Noni's.
Noonies?
Noni's.
I feel like I've heard that.
Noni's, where at?
Scarsdale by the train station.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely
Oh,
check
no.
it out if you have a chance.
Scarsdale has quite a few eateries that are really good.
Oh, here we go.
Now, do you think there's a really good Chinese place?
Oh,
Like as in sit down Chinese place or takeout?
Well, I mean, whatever.
all
I guess.
around. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Then I think-
personally, I
Go
don't
ahead.
know. Okay, so personally, I would say the one right next to the Alamo Draft House.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was
Something
thinking-
Star. Some Red Star?
China Star.
China Star,
Wait.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I
you
think it's
mean
called
the
Great
one-
Wall.
You mean the one that's across the street from the Alamo?
No, I'm talking about the one right next to Five Guys where the Alamo's at.
Oh.
So that's a sit down spot. It's family style Chinese place. So I've gone to that many of times, and it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best Chinese places to go for a sit down family style meal. But as far as takeout goes, for me, I like the I forgot the name of it. I want to say it's called Lucky China Star. I don't know the name of it, but it's on Post Road, right by the Sunoco, right next to the what's it called on that strip mall on that street. right next to New Way laundry service or cleaner service,
Post
right
Road.
across the street, almost from Post Road School.
Oh yeah, by the yeah. I know it is. There's a
yeah, I know
pizza
which
shop.
one.
There's a pizza shop
There's a
over
pizza
there as
shop
well.
right next to it. Yeah,
I haven't had
it's
a
like
pizza.
the last the Chinese place. The Chinese place there is the last thing before the empty lot.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best Chinese takeout spots in White Plains. As far as I've tried out spots, and I've always kept going to that one. What about you guys?
I personally agree with the one by Central Avenue. What's its name? The like a China Tower. I haven't. That one's like I feel like history wise, I feel like it's been an old faithful for me. I know it's got its ups and downs, but I lean on that one. Lucky China Tower.
Wait, which one? Where?
The one across the street from TJ Maxx.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
Michael, yeah. That's the one I go to a lot too.
That's a throwback.
Oh,
I've
one
gone
right
there
next to
in
Best
years.
Buy, right?
Yeah. Well, not next to Best Buy. No.
In the vicinity.
It's literally like right in front of TJ Maxx. You have to cross the street of it. But
You have to cross the street from TJ Maxx.
it's like right next to the Shell gas station.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's I've been to there a lot.
It's it's in between the gas station and Dunkin' Donuts.
Mm-hmm. That one to me is really good too because I've always had it, and the people there are nice. What else? For I guess sit down. I mean, I don't really know.
I don't know if this place is open still. The one in the mini mall.
Mini mall.
No, the one
Wow.
in Mall is gone already.
It's only because of the DMV. I feel like that's what's holding it down.
No, I
Well,
think
the
they
Chinese
moved it,
market
no?
is gone.
Oh, wait,
rather.
that type of yes.
no, but the restaurant, Bao's Chinese restaurant. I still remember going there, and they had like an all organic menu, and I was like, wow, okay, at these prices. I don't know if it's our buffet hits.
In my opinion, like the
Unlimited.
best place to get Chinese food is a Chinese buffet, and
Yeah,
the one
you have to
and
like
people
sit
there are
down.
so
Alamo
nice.
is pretty good.
But you have to
The
sit down.
Kinchana buffet.
You can't go wrong with it, honestly.
Yeah. No, you can't. But like if you're talking about like sitting down and all that, I feel like the one, like I said, the one Alan mentioned, is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the experience is also part of like the actual meal. And
Yeah. Plus, back in high school, when I was on the football team, every time we won a game, the coach would take the entire team to the super buffet on what was it, on Terrytown over in Greenberg.
Yeah.
oh yeah, nah, that's
So that was a blast.
A1.
Having like 20 plus kids dining at
I don't
the
even
same
know if
time.
it's still open.
It probably isn't.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if they're still cooking up a
heard-
storm over there.
I heard they're opening up places for indoor browse sit down eating.
Hopefully, you already know.
Interesting.
Because over here on the Veracruz and Post Road, they have it open for limited indoor eating.
Fingers crossed.
nah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean they had to think of something, or else they would have probably called it quits. That restaurant would have probably closed forever.
Damn.
I want to add one more thing to the melting pot of local food and eateries. G-Crack. Garden Catering.
Oh
So
yes,
I miss it.
Garden
I need
Catering.
it.
Wait, where?
There's one in Portchester and there's one in Merrick.
Merrick. Yeah, I've gone to the one in Merrick. I haven't gone to the one in Portchester though.
What's it
I
called
usually
again?
just go to whichever's
Is it
closer.
a Peruvian thing? I think. No.
No,
It's kind of deli style, right? Almost.
yeah, it's like a hole in the wall, type of localized, fried food joint.
Oof. that
Chicken
sounds really good.
tendies.
Right into the heart.
The high school special. You remember those? Oh,
Oh man. I
Into
always
the
got
heart. You
big
already
boy.
know.
nah, it was great. It was great. Is it still open? I haven't gone in a while.
It is open.
Okay. Who?
Nice.
Wait, what's it called again?
Garden,
Garden
Catering.
catering.
I You can hear also like thinking.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I was like,
I
But
heard
it
the
should really
pizza
be known
shop
as G Crack because it's that good.
G-Crack. That's a fact, yeah. No, but then also further, like before getting to Garden Catering, I think there's that pizzeria across the street. Also, that it's really popular, right next to like the ice cream spot, the Michoacana, I think.
oh, in Mamaroneck?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of good places to eat on that road.
That
yeah,
in
that's
Tag
pretty
Street, yep.
popular.
The strip, yep.
Yeah.
From tech to technical stuff, all the way to anime and food.
You know, we never talked about the giant hole that appeared in front of the Galleria.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's
But
because
it
you
means
know
gone.
it was a kaiju.
It's a
Just-
kaiju.
It was a kaiju. Was it in the hand shape print also?
Holy
Oh, like God of
smokes.
High School?
Yeah.
I mean, I know. Oh, the best nuggets you've ever had in Garden Catering.
It's true. That's not a lie there.
You know what this
Yeah,
reminds
it's
me
really
of?
good. With
This rem-
season.
These reminds me of a place over here in New Rochelle by Iona College. I think it's called Chicken Joe's that do the same thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
But-
if people do something similar.
It's a good
But I
thing
feel
to
like I
do.
have to go here. I
Yeah.
gotta get my nugs here.
I mean, there's a place in Rochelle called Sugar Plums, and it's one of those, you know,
Sugar
southern,
plums.
southern style food where you get like your what's it called, butterfly shrimp fried. You have your cornbread. You can get your grits. You get your
Yeehaw!
ribs.
You can get your butterfried butter and your
Yeah,
butterfried
butterfried
Oreos.
butter. Delicious.
Yes.
It's like all you need is a empty belly.
Yeah,
Basically.
little artery clogging good stuff, you know.
Yeah. That's all we need in life.
Yeah. So guys, you wanna end it here or
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling?
Feeling good.
feeling like
This
I
is a
gotta
good
go
place to spend it.
to I gotta get my stuff ready for that haul video we're gonna do.
Yeah, hopefully my
Ooh.
headphones come in.
That'd be nice. That'd be
Oh,
nice.
what about did you order the Surface headphones?
Yeah, as soon as you told me, like I got home, placed the order, and hopefully they should come by Wednesday,
Yeah.
if not earlier.
Okay. Yeah, like I
Okay.
said, I just have to see if those come in. If they come in before Sunday, we could do the tech haul.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think this is a good place to, call it for the podcast. Richard, Alan, Josue, thank you once more. And stay frosty out there.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't forget about my cut.